Hey there, Joel with Power Stance Import Export. And if you came across this video through an eBay listing, thanks for watching. That's what these videos are for. But if you happen to come across it through a random YouTube search or suggestion and you have any questions about the vehicles, feel free to contact us at Power Stance Import Export on Facebook or Instagram. And you can call us at the number listed below as well anytime. And we are one of the largest suppliers of Land Rover Defenders in Michigan and most of the Midwest. So give us a call. Thanks. Hello, and up for sale today, I've got a beautiful 1992 Land Rover Defender 110 County Station Wagon with the 200 TDI and the LT77 5-speed. So this has been legally imported from Serbia. It's now located here in Michigan and comes with a clean, clear Michigan title. So it is left-hand drive, being from Serbia, and it is in excellent condition. If you stick with me, I'll show you the inside, the outside, the underside in full detail, and we'll take you for a test ride. So this is a first for us here at Power Stance, a Bahama Gold Land Rover 110 with limestone white roof, wheels, and mirrors to accent the color. And darn it if it doesn't remind you of the Bahamas. But it's not very Bahama-y out today, but it still does bring a little bit of warmth into my life. So let's start off here at the front. We've got a beautiful custom heritage style grille and bumper, LED lights, a little bit of checker plate for some accent, as well as tool storage, beer bottle storage and whatnot. And like I've said in other videos, the main things you want to look at are bulkhead corners, the doors, as well as the chassis and rear cross member. So these doors have had a little bit of work done to them. As you can see, there's a little bit of body filler here on the door skins, but the doors themselves are in great shape. Tiny little bit of corrosion right here, but that is it for the doors. So they have been worked on a little bit, but they're in great shape. Nice and clean. Moving around here to the back side, cappings, corners, all in great shape. This paint job was professionally done just a few months ago, so it is fresh and brand new. Rear cross member in great shape as well. In the back here, we've got bench seats, rubber mats. Headliner is in great shape. A little bit dirty, but it is vinyl, so it can be cleaned. All the 110 county trim pieces are in place, except for the rear ones. Those are not there. But they had been painted black with a textured type Raptor lining type paint, which is kind of cool. Full-size spare and matching rim. Sliding rear windows. And these seats do fold up and out of the way. So these are, I think, newer Defender style, our Land Rover style seats in the middle row. Passenger door as well in great shape. Front passenger as well. Nice set of Exmoor trim Exmoor trim seat covers. Center cubby box. Nice set of Defender floor mats. You can see we got a little bit of soundproofing there as well on the floor and under the mats as well. So it's a little bit quieter than others. We've got a custom leather dash. BF Goodrich all-terrains. And then I'll show you the dashboard. And like I said, we will take you underneath the vehicle as well as for a ride. So stick with me and we'll show you the rest of that. So 195,000 kilometers on the clock. So about 120,000 miles, just under. And it's running perfectly. Okay, so let's go for a ride here. We just got a nice little dusting of snow here in Michigan, so it's kind of beautiful out right now. I'll take you down this bumpy dirt road and I'll show you the gear changes, acceleration, braking, and all that good stuff. All right. Third gear, we're going uphill, no problem at all. Downshifting into second gear. Third gear. Fourth gear. And fifth gear. About 80 kilometers an hour, roughly 45, 50 miles an hour. We'll come to a stop up here. Smooth braking, no vibrations, no pulling to the right or left. And we'll show you reverse here. Nice and smooth. Okay, so this is the 200 TDI 4-cylinder turbo diesel. And right off the bat, I can see that this engine has been rebuilt. The engine block paint is brand new, in pristine condition. The head itself looks to be very tidy. And as you can see here, there's a new head gasket right there. Valve cover as well, in very good shape. So it's very safe to say that this is not the original 27-year-old engine, but that it has been rebuilt. Fuel pump, same story, looks way too clean to be original, so that's definitely been rebuilt as well. Back side of the footwell here, there's a lot of sound deadening foam stuck to it, and you can see that it's been painted in the black rust-proof paint. So it's kind of hard to tell, but it looks to be in really good shape. I don't see any repair panels or patches on there. Back side of the firewall still has the original heat shield on it as well. We've got new radiator hoses, top and bottom. Timing belt cover looks good. And the turbo, looks like we've got an aftermarket exhaust side on the turbo. The front side looks to be stock. But this is a very tidy engine bay. This is exactly how it came off of the boat. I did not power wash this or detail it. It's just very clean. Okay, so as promised, here is a look at the underside, and we're going to start with the rear chassis. So as shown in the pictures, there is a small patch on the bottom of the chassis rail, and it's kind of hard to tell, but that's where they welded in the new rear cross member right there at the very end of the chassis. And you can see there's a little bit of rust here, so this must have been done a few years ago on the back side of the rear cross member, but on the outside it's nice and tidy. Okay, so moving on here to the middle, here is the outrigger. The center outrigger is in great shape, and this is all factory paint on here. It has not been rust-proofed or touched up in any way, so it's all original. So it's in pretty good shape. There's the front outrigger. All right, and there's the center diff. As you can see, it's very clean. I have not power washed this off. There's the bottom of the oil pan, nice and dry. Backside of the front axle, dry as well. So all in all, it's pretty clean under here. All original. And like I said before, the only patchwork is at the rear of the chassis there. A tiny little patch. All right, let's move up front. Okay, starting on the driver's side swivel here. As you can see, the seals are in pretty decent shape. And as you can see, there's a new gasket or new sealant here on the hub. So it's pretty safe to say that either wheel bearings and or seals inside the axle have been redone recently. Moving on here. New ball joints as well on the steering arm. There's the front axle. A little dirty, but no leaking. Same thing on the passenger side. New ball joints. Seals look to be in great shape. Front ball joints as well. And lastly, we'll take a look at the passenger side of the underside. So right away I can tell that there are new parts on the rear axle here. So I'm assuming they did the seals on the drive shaft, behind the drive shaft, and it looks like the drive shaft itself is newer. So I'm guessing that's been done in the last year or so. And also at the front drive shaft, you can kind of see the same story. It's nice and clean. So it's safe to say that the seals on the axles have been replaced as well as the drive shaft. So the center cross member here is a little bit dinged up, which is, you know, kind of to be expected with the Defender. You take these things off-road, you get them a little bit dinged up here and there, but it doesn't look to have been abused. There's no massive dents out of it or anything like that. So all in all, I would give this underside, you know, an A-. It's in very good shape. There's a little bit of repair that has been done at the rear chassis, some welding and a new rear cross member. But you've got no leaks coming out of the front and rear axles. You've got no leaks coming out of the center diff or the gearbox or the oil pan, which is very rare for a Land Rover Defender. So all in all, I would say this is in really good shape. Even the bushings on the control arms are in great shape as well. So all in all, really good shape under here.